I'm going to where the sun burns and the heat stays in come and come and lay by my side. Right here to where the river turns to dust and bodies never rush. Come and lay by my side. Right here, Red, I love you and the world.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mind if I bother you with a moment?
No, go. Is that Connor?
Yeah. Who am I speaking to?
Hi there. It's Faith. Faith Lessons.
That's right. Long time no see. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Good to see you again, sir.
I think I haven't been here for about feels like a year or so. Long
It's
time.
been quite a while. What brings you back up this way?
Looking for new work. Things have gone sparse where I was before, so gotta find a way to make some money again.
Well, I tell you what. I think I just lost my security detail at my cattle ranch. He became a deputy over in Rhodes, so I'm looking to hire somebody else if you want the job.
Yeah, what you paying?
About $20 a week.
I could do that for sure. That sounds like a good deal. Well, Faith,
Sure.
you want to show me where your ranch is at? I'll take a look at it.
I can indeed. Yep. Lord, what are you doing off your hitching post? Good Lord.
I'll grab my horse. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Would you calm down? Just needed to get my hat. Sorry about that.
Not a worry, Faith.
It's just a hop, skip, and a jump. It's about halfway between here and Emerald Ranch.
That's good to hear. It's nearby. Get in trouble out there?
Every now and then I do. I haven't in a while. Well, aside from that body being found not too far from my house, but
Body, you
every
say?
now and then people like to. Yeah, it was it was on the road. Ooh, sorry, sir. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was off the road. It wasn't too far away, but it was far enough that I didn't feel threatened or anything. Okay, we're gonna have to go around. Sorry.
You sure you know where your ranch is, man?
But yeah, every now and then people like to break in. Like to vandalize the place a little bit. It's real close to the train track, so
You probably get
sometimes
drifters then.
we get some lost souls. That's for sure.
So tell me, Faith, what kind of work do you want done? Like, how often do you want me to be there? I can live on the premises if you got a room.
I don't really have room to be honest. But you know, if you want to come around like a couple days a week, if you can do it every night, I'd appreciate it. But you know, if it can't happen, that's fine too.
I'm still living out of Blackwater in a tent, so I don't mind staying in a barn or something like that, or I can hitch a tent nearby.
I do have a barn. You're welcome to sleep in it if you like.
Then I can do this job for sure. As long as I got a place to lay my head while I'm out there doing the job, that's all that matters.
Oh, yes, sure.
Damn folk won't leave.
Sorry, sir.
Everyone's a bit ornery today, it seems like.
Everyone is a little ornery. I know around Valentine and Strawberry, I think most of the community is a little uppity because of a fella leaving bodies around the place with stuff like a scarecrow with straw in them and everything like that. It's the most unnerving thing.
Goddamn sick in the head sumbitch. That's what it sounds like.
Yes, sir.
Probably dealing with the devil
Happened
too
in my
much.
hotel.
You own that motel back there as well? Shit sounds like you own half the
run it, yes,
goddamn
sir.
country.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. Just, I manage that and, this cattle farm, well, it's family business.
It's good to see you doing well for yourself.
I do my best. But this also lets me give people who need work. So
I'm definitely always looking for something, and I do have experience in security, so.
I do remember.
It was in the papers a while back about the Wendigo. Or Jimmy read it out loud. I can't read still, so just look at the pictures.
It's just right here.
You got someone look over your livestock as well.
Well, see, I have an older gentleman. His name is Mr. Harris. He's worked for my family for a real long time, but he's kind of advanced in age, you know. I don't want to let the man go because he's worked for us for so long, but he does need the help. He does his best. All of it I really ask you to do is, you know, patrol the perimeter of the land, which goes from the train tracks all around the bowl on that hill, back to where that road cuts over there. You can kind of see the outline of it with the roads, minus the one going through the middle that leads to the house.
You get any wolves or bears over here?
No bears, but we do get wolves, mostly up in that northwest area. They can sometimes be a little aggressive and come out from the woods.
Dead of
also
mine.
in the northeast, just that whole northern area. Sometimes they come out from there, but they usually don't come this far down. Oh, barn. So I keep horse tackle, and there's a wagon in there, and there's animal feed, chicken feed and cow feed in there. But you're welcome to find a place for it. And it's pretty big.
I built myself a little bed frame and put some hay on it.
I've got some spare linens and stuff, and you can certainly use it if you like.
Sounds good. I reckon if your cattleman's getting old, then maybe promote him to a foreman position and then hire some young bucks. Maybe one or two young men to do the hard work for him. He could just tell him what to do.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to do for him. He kind of looks after the cows themselves. He's pretty good with them, but he can't lift the feed anymore. So
Yeah. I don't mind helping
but
out
those
with
are the
that.
cows. I'd appreciate it if you could. You just grab some feed. The cows are usually pretty passive, but the bulls can be a little aggressive. So you want to just like cut the feed, run it up and down the fence if you can. If you want to get over there, you can. But I suggest you do it fast because they will run at you.
I keep that in mind.
And then there's the chickens over here. I usually take care of them myself. They're not really a problem.
got a
But
good,
you're welcome to
you
help
got a
yourself
good
to some
fence
eggs
here.
if you want to.
Keep that in mind for breakfast, then.
I usually try to leave something out every day for Mr. Harris and anyone else who's working for me.
You know, if Mr. Harrison's around, I'd like to meet him.
He's probably asleep right now. It's a little late. He lives up in the woods up north.
I ain't in the know of what's going on around here these days. Anybody I gotta watch out for? Anyone who's causing troubles for people? Name?
Well, the only one that I can think of that I've heard about and apparently met twice, but I didn't know it was him, is this Michael Lynch fella. He's been the topic of many a lawman's conversation. And then there's this fella that's killing folk and leaving them stuffed like scarecrows. And then,
You think they're two and the same? Or are they two different people?
oh, I believe those are two different people, but I never know. From what I've heard, Mr. Lynch is a much more intelligent type of criminal.
He's probably someone you can
And
reason
he-
with, then. Hopefully.
He mostly lives up in Mount Hagen, from what I've heard. But he has come down to the Valentine Fight Night every now and then. He's a redheaded fella, Irish accent. That's all I know about him, really. He's been perfectly nice to me, but apparently he's given the lawman something of a trouble.
Well, let's hope he doesn't set eyes on your cattle ranch here. There's a lot of money in ranching.
Yeah, I do a lot of cattle deals. Sometimes you'll notice because we'll have a whole new herd in. I do a lot of transferring and moving them cows around, so. Victor is the other man I hired a while back. He's now got a position in Rose's deputy. He may come by if he wants to try and come by every now and then, but I imagine he'll be too busy being a deputy and all to do that. Also, Under Sheriff Simmons sometimes comes around to check up on things. Those are the only other two people I think you might see around.
I think I've met Simmons before. Briefly a couple times. Kind of hard to remember. It's been a while.
He gets around.
Is Big still around?
Actually,
I haven't seen him in a while.
I haven't seen Sheriff Biggs in quite some time. I'm miss him dearly. But the last I heard, he had inherited a good plot of land in, I want to say, Arizona, from his father figure Willie, who passed on.
Yeah, I know Willie.
He may have gone up to check that out. So who knows?
I wish him the best, I guess. You know he's kind of a peckerhead sometimes, but he did that town good. That's for sure.
He has. There's the sheriff elections are going on right now. Actually, Biggs isn't around anymore, so he's not on the ballot. But Under Sheriff Rhett White, is on the ballot for Rose.
It sounds like they finally organized their shit. For a while, it's just,
They did.
hey, you up the street, you want to be a sheriff? I remember that a couple years ago. That was kind of ridiculous. You don't know who's getting in there. Sometimes you get in some real scumbag some bitches.
Oh,
Real
yes,
peckerheads.
yes, you do. They've got the elections up now, and now it's up to the people to decide who they want to be sheriff. So,
What about Crawfish? He's still around.
no, I have not seen Mr. Crawfish in quite some time either.
Who runs roads these days? Who's the law around there?
Sheriff Biggs is still technically sheriff, even though no one's really seen him for a while. Like I said, we gathered he'd gone up to see that land, but Under Sheriff White has taken over roads, and he's pretty much running the ship right now. He's the only one running for sheriff, so I'm assuming that he will be sheriff come a couple days from now.
All right. Well, that's good to know, I guess.
In Blackwater right now, we've got Sheriff Booth. He's the only one on the ballot as well, so I'm assuming he will keep his position.
Who's living down there these days? I've been in and out of Blackwater here and there, but I've been camping out most in the
Blackwater or Valentine?
Blackwater.
Oh, in Blackwater, well, you got Under Sheriff Simmons and Sheriff Jackson. I believe they have a deputy. I don't remember his name to save my life, though.
What about Valentine? Who's running the show there then?
Oh, we got Sheriff Booth, like I said. We've got Deputy Frank as well, and Deputy West, Caleb West, is a deputy in Valentine.
You telling me Caleb West is a goddamn deputy?
Yes, sir. That's a recent development, actually, not too long ago.
I'm surprised they let anyone in dead. Goddamn man's a cold-blooded murderer.
They made him work for it, that's for sure. I don't know about a murderer, but I don't really know anything, so.
He had a bad bit of business trying to steal a carriage. He tried to get me in on it. I told him no. I seen him shoot a man just because he was defending his property. Goddamn piece of shit. Every time I see him, he's always pissing me off. Now he's a goddamn fucking lawman. I bet he's gonna be throwing his ego around everywhere. Sounds like to me, at least.
Oh, I don't know. He's been pretty humble about it so far, at least to me. But you know, I feel like everybody shows me the best of themselves. I hear some bad things later on.
Well, you're a pretty woman, so I imagine most men are just trying to get on your good side, one or another, trying to smooth talk you.
Well, even though I appreciate the compliment, I don't know if that's true, but I thank you.
I'll tell you, most men have to dig with their peckerwood more than their brain.
No, I understand that. Yes, sir, I do.
So nobody's running roads then, it sounds like, if Deputy or Sheriff Biggs ain't around no more.
Well, it's mostly under Sheriff White. He runs a pretty tight ship though. So he learned from Biggs.
I think I vaguely remember why. What about Biggs' buddy Monroe? You still working?
I've not. Well, no, actually, Monroe had to be fired from deputy. He was a deputy for a very short amount of time, and I have not seen Mr. Monroe in quite some time either. About as long as Biggs. I think they both went together to Arizona because they were going to share that plot of land.
Yeah, makes sense.
What I've heard anyway.
About Saint Denis.
Well, that one's a bit of a pickle right now. There's like I said, the sheriff election's going on. There's 3 people running for sheriff in Saint Denis, and that's Cedric Worth, Tabitha Redson, and Margaret Storm.
Well, seems like they got everything going together. Oh, they ain't making a bunch of dumb laws.
Jimmy
though.
Lightfoot is a deputy in Rhodes as well. I forgot to mention that too.
You kidding me? Lightfoot? Ain't he busy with security business? Or is he running that too and a deputy?
No. He's not running the security business anymore. He's just a deputy.
Yeah, I bet it fell apart because his ego got too big.
He's an interesting fella, that Mr. Lightfoot.
Yeah. I think all of his fame gets to his head. For a while, he used to wear around a little tin badge he made called a Wendigo Slayer.
Yes, I remember. I recall.
Yeah, he was all telling me how he caught the hatchet that the man threw at me. Goddamn lying son of a bitch. Anything else you want to show me around here? Any details of the job? Any rules of the land?
No, just like I said, it pretty much runs along the hill down to the train tracks over towards that road over there, and then
you mind walking the boundary with me so I can see what I'm dealing with?
Sure. Start down at the road right here, I guess. Now, what are you doing out of your fence?
Of course, I gotta start pissing rain as soon as I gotta do a bit of walking on the edge. That is, I guess.
Of course it does. That's how the world works. It's just a little bit of rain. It's not that bad. I'd watch out for snakes too. There's a bunch of them around here.
And where there's chickens, there's always snakes.
It's true. It's very true. Alright, so this is sort of the beginnings of my property is on this road.
You got any competition nearby? Anybody who might want to wish you harm, I should know about as well.
The closest farm is where Sheriff Booth lives, which is right down there. Sometimes you can see it from here. There's a little house in a cornfield down there. He doesn't have any cows. He just has corn, and we're on friendly terms. The Texans own Emerald Ranch. At least they did the last time I heard. They can be a little fidgety sometimes. Then we walk the line of the train tracks. They've never done anything to me, so I don't really worry about them. As long as they leave me alone, I'll stay out of their business.
As long as I'm walking your grounds, your farm will be safe, and any dumbasses coming through ain't gonna be too happy if they get on my bad side.
No, I don't think they would be. And then it kind of comes up to this hill up here. Get out of here.
Seems like a lot's changed.
Yeah, yes, sir. I think it's been quite a while, so. Then it sort of runs the ridge of this hill.
I had to do some time thinking after Biggs threw me in a cell for a bit because of situation we dealt between each other. After that, I went on my own for a while. I did a lot of thinking.
Yeah, sometimes that's what a person needs. I can understand that for sure. And it runs all the way back to this road back here.
How long has it been your family for, Faith?
Well, quite some time. I mean, I grew up here, so I think my daddy did before me. Maybe not all his childhood, but this is a road I'd watch out for wolves on. Sometimes they come down here, but not all the time.
You might have some new pelts in the morning, then, if I have to deal with them.
Oh, never mind that. I'm afraid most of what you'll find is raccoons, but
Now,
raccoons and snakes.
is this just going to be a verbal agreement, or do you want me to do any writing or anything like that? Because if that's the case, you're going to have to do the writing for me and the reading.
Well, as long as you're okay with the verbal agreement, then I'm okay with the verbal agreement.
I appreciate that. What day of the week do you...
I do pay every Thursday.
Thursday, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Tend to do it on fight nights, so,
It's a good time to get paid.
Indeed it is, and it's easy because most people are in town anyway, so. That's the back of the gate right there.
definitely got a nice corner of property here. Beautiful.
Well, thank you very much. I'll try to make good use of it. Oh, then it runs along this road. Wolves can sometimes come off that way
I'll keep that in mind.
on that hill. And sometimes you can hear the bears, but I have never seen one come so close.
There's one back that way. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a big one as well. If I ever gets a
Oh,
taste
yeah,
of
just
cow, I'll
runs
make
around
sure I
the-
put it down.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Then the property runs around this road all the way back to where we started.
Thanks for showing that to me, Miss Faith. I got a good idea what I'm dealing with here.
It's not a. It's pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot of land that's hidden from the eye. So, I think the most thing I worry about sometimes is coming up over that hill or coming up over that mountain. It's really the northern part of the property that can be a little sketchy in the dark. But
For a woman, anyways, it's best you don't travel alone at night.
I try not to. I usually get an escort. But then again, I've been living out here by myself for a while now, so I'm kind of used to doing things on my own.
What are my duties as well besides just security? I imagine if I'm gonna be staying here, you probably want me to do some extra work around here as well.
Well, if you could feed the cows every now and then, I'd appreciate that. Hello, little dear. Other than that, really the security work would be doing me the biggest favor. It's the one thing I lack in is that kind of prowess. So if I ever get any cattle deals that I gotta haul cattle for, I'll certainly offer that to you if you'd like.
I can do
Give you a
that.
percentage of what I make.
Anybody come by that they usually you got any regular buyers come out this way?
I usually do dealings with people down west of Blackwater, and sometimes in Big Valley. I have imported some up north. We had to put them on a boat. That was an interesting day.
I reckon cows and boats don't go together too well.
They do not. They absolutely do not. But we got them there anyway.
I'm glad that first day back in town, I run into you again, Miss Faith, and I appreciate the job. I'll make sure I do a good job here for you.
Oh, I know you will. And I'll be sure to lay out some spare linens for you and some blankets. I know it's kind of humble in there. I don't, it looks a lot bigger than it is in that house. There's only...
I'll tell you, it's better than a tent. Anyways, I'm used to living in a tent, so you got a wooden barn there. It'll be warmer than where I live at the moment.
Well, it's pretty dry. And, you can can help yourself to whatever you find in there. It's we got a well over here. And then of course the outhouse back behind the house. So
I think I've seen everything I need to see, so.
good.
The cow's been fed recently.
Yes, I fed them this morning, so they should be good.
I just need to ride the Blackwater, grab some stuff, and I'll be right back. Welcome to come along if you
All right.
want, but it is a long journey.
Why don't I get I'm gonna get your linens and blankets ready, and I'll put them in the barn for you. All right?
Sounds good to me, miss.
No, you need to stay put. What is wrong with you?
I'll be back within a couple of days. Long ride to Blackwater, so see what I can find. See what I can get. Bring back. I can
Yes.
carry on my horse.
All right.